Mirta, I want you. No, it's cut. We're almost. We've been doing the. You and I have been doing this for 45 minutes.
Okay, you're right, part two.
We've been doing it for 45 minutes, so it's not a chow time, okay?
Okay.
Like, get yourself positioned in time and space. Okay, Mirta, now I want you to test for a number between 1 and 12. I'm on the hub, and we're gonna get to a lesson.
Okay. Oh, sorry. We're going to get you to tell them that. Hold on.
So what number came up for you?
8.
Okay. So skill 8, let me just look here what skill 8 is. I probably should know all these by heart, you know. Wait a minute. Skill 8 is... Okay, it's reinstall your functions.
Okay.
So what we're getting here is that you need to do some work on your functions in one way or another. So now let me just test for a lesson, and I'm going to ask you. You're going to read my mind now, Mirta, okay?
Okay.
And we're going to test you for a lesson. So I'm looking at a lesson right now, and I'm going to say this one, and see if you get a yes or no. Tell me if tell me if your answer is yes or no.
I guess yes.
Okay. So the lesson that you tested for is compensations.
Okay.
Now, compensation is giving something to make up for something else you haven't given. So like you're trying to give something to somebody. You believe you've done something wrong, or you believe you haven't given or done something you needed to do, and whether or not that belief is true or not is beside the point, because you believe that, so you're compensating.
Okay.
Now, so test, is this about my compensations, like you compensating?
Okay, and I guess yes.
Okay, and we're also going to test, is it about somebody else's compensations?
And again, I guess yes.
So somebody else is trying to give you what they think they haven't been able to give you.
Yes.
Why don't we start with that?
Okay.
Who comes to your mind?
Michelangelo, my ex-husband.
So test this question. Is Michelangelo compensating for what he believes he hasn't given me?
I guess yes.
All right. And this is causing me to be dysfunctional.
Yes.
Okay. I'm removing now the effects on me of Michelangelo's compensations.
I'm removing now the effects on me of Michelangelo's compensation. I guess yes.
Okay.
And I feel relieved.
All right.
Lighter.
Okay. Are there some other people whose compensations are affecting me? Test that.
Yes, yes.
Who? Who?
Pompa.
Who's that?
My boyfriend, my man friend.
Okay. So test again. Our pumpus compensation's making me dysfunctional.
Yes.
Now, just to be clear, what that would mean is that you're responding in a dysfunctional way
Yes.
to him. Okay. So test that.
Am I responding in a dysfunctional way? Yes.
Okay, just now test, did I cure that just now?
Did I cure that just now? Yes. I guess yes.
Nice. I want to ask you, how are you different now?
I'm different in my expectations. I don't expect anything, neither from my ex-husband and neither from my boyfriend. What will come, will come.
So your expectations have dropped.
Yes. I'm not attached to them anymore.
Oh, that sounds good.
It makes me feel good.
Okay. Well, what have you discovered?
I have discovered that I can be happy without counting on other people making me happy.
All right. That sounds worthwhile. Cut. Tell me more about Mierta. How was it to be Mierta?
It was nice, maybe because I loved her very much, and I really felt in her skin, and I knew her ex-husband, who was really, pardon my French, a piece of shit. And I know Pompa, who is a very good man, but I know that Mirta would like to get married again with him, and he's taking time because he has an old mother, you know, and she has these expectations
Okay.
around the guy.
Okay. I'll tell you what it was like to be you.
Okay.
You felt very competent. It was nice to be you. You know, you had the outline, you had the web college. It was, you know, you were just using them, and you know, you weren't trying to be brilliant or do anything yourself, and you got a feeling of competence from doing that.
Yeah, good. Great. Thank you.
Hey, Anna.
Hi.
Guess what I see right here?
What?
I see a big snake. It's right through the window. I'm looking right through the window, and there's this big snake, and it's like standing up, sort of like it's got its head way up in the you know, the snake plant. It's in the snake plants, and it's like looking around. I guess it's probably looking for something to eat. It's one of these black snakes, you know.
It can't join the meeting. It's not on the cure team, so
No, absolutely not.
Right, but I'm enjoying watching it. It's straight out the window. It's like right there. Anyway, Anna, it's good to see you.
Thank you.
And
Good to see you. Good to see everyone.
yep.
Thank you, Anna.
Can you give us a little update on Henry, your boyfriend, before we go on with the rest of the meeting?
I was afraid you were going to ask. I just dropped him off at the airport, and I got really upset after I left him there, and I'm feeling like it's not going to work for me. He's not my guy. And hold on one second, Barb. So things went really well for the most part, but then a couple of things happened that upset me. On the way to the airport, we stopped at Starbucks, and he spilled a little coffee on his hand, and he got really upset and started yelling at the girl and said he was going to sue Starbucks and everything. And I was like, yeah, it was very upsetting to me. And then we had this talk about money, and all weekend he's telling me how much money he makes and how wealthy he is, and then he was very, like, holding back and kind of a little selfish about it and really insensitive to me in my situation. And
what do you mean by that? How was he specifically?
Well, you don't know this part of our story, but a few months ago, I had this old house I've been remodeling, and he offered to lend me some money to finish it up so I could put it on the market. And I was very reluctant to borrow money from him or anybody really, but he kind of, really encouraged me, and I said okay. And so we wrote up a contract, and I borrowed $10,000 from him, and with the idea that, with the agreement that when I sold the house, he would get his money and 10% interest. And so that was 3 months ago, and on the way to the airport, he said, well, asked when I was going to sell the house and when he's going to get his money back, after he just got through telling me that he makes like, probably $15,000 a month. And I am struggling to survive. And I said, well, I'm doing the best I can, and if you want, I'll try to borrow it from my brother to pay you back sooner. And he said, well,
stop.
No, just get your house.
Stop. Stop.
Stop.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, now, right there, what you just said, I'll see if I can borrow it from my brother to pay you back.
Yeah.
Test this question. Was that dysfunctional?
Well, I felt like I was being responsible.
Test that question. Test the question. Do you get a signal? Was that a dysfunctional thing to say?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Do not have opinions about this stuff.
Okay.
We're not interested in them, and don't be interested in your own opinions. They're stupid. Test stuff.
Okay.
Ask God, okay? God knows, you don't. That's why you're doing this, okay? You don't know this stuff.
Right.
Test this question. Have I ever had a past life with Henry?
No.
Has Henry ever had a past life with me?
Yes.
Interesting. You didn't have one with him, but he had one with you.
Yeah, is that possible?
Test, is Henry damaged from that past life with me?
Yes.
Of course he is, because you're damaged from every past life.
Yeah, true. Unless you're...
That's why the Buddhists say get off the wheel of birth and death, because the lives damage you. So, all right.
Yeah.
So now you're seeing, like you're looking at the underside of your relationship with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the real question is, sure, you can go off and just dump this guy and find somebody else, but maybe you could also just try being functional. Now, what does Franny have to say? Like, Franny, you're hearing this, and you're hearing how Anna handled this, and what do you think? What's your take on it?
I don't know what to say about the thing with Starbucks, except everybody has their own way of reacting to everything, so I would just ignore that. And, or, say, come on, because that's giving her a hard time, or something like that. And then about the money, I would just tell him you need more time, that you haven't sold your house yet. That's all. And that, you'll pay it back when you can. I mean, because if he's that close to you, like, you ought to just talk about it and say what you want.
Okay, so here we go. Now see, if you notice, Franny's viewpoint is different than yours because you have an emotional reaction. You with me?
Yeah.
Franny doesn't have an emotional reaction.
Right.
This is why you're saying he's not my guy, he is my guy.
Yeah.
And you would have been perfectly functional in the middle of Starbucks to just walk in front of this Henry guy and say, stop talking, and just tell him, like, do not do this. You are making a fool of yourself and causing me to dislike you. It's all you had to do.
Good one.
All you had to do. You didn't have to stand there and look at him. But what you did is you pulled back. See, everybody does this in their relationships. They look at the other person and hope that the other person is perfect and that they love you and that they want you and all this stuff. And the people who win in their relationships, they don't do that. What they do is they look at the other person, they see the person's failings and their faults and strengths and weaknesses, and they say, look, you shape up. That's how you win in a relationship. You tell the person to shape up.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, let's do a role play about Buffy, okay?
Okay.
I want you to know that I am learning an awful lot from all of the people. Like I was just playing a role with Ross before you came in.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned a lot from that role play. And I also called 2 people and I did this outline with them. And I learned a lot from those 2 people. It was over the last couple of days. And I changed the outline again, and like I'm just really, it's wonderful. I'm just really going places. So, all right, so you're Buffy, you're back. It's like 8 days after the last time we talked, okay? Could you lower the camera, because now you lowered your body, so. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
All right, so it's 8 days later, you're Buffy, and you came back to the cookie store, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have to just channel this person. You're really going to have to channel and become the person. I need you to do that because I'm not going to learn anything unless you do it. You're very psychic, so very easy for you to channel people, okay? Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, Buffy, you're back.
Hi, yeah, I'm back.
God, I never thought I was going to see you again after that fiasco last time.
Oh, no, I love it here. This is great. What, are you kidding me?
Oh, God.
I love that latte you made for me, and that cookie was so good. I want another one.
All right. I'm getting it for you. Now, okay, so test can I cure things. See if you get a signal.
Yes, I can.
And have you since you were here?
Yes, in fact, I was going to tell you, I had some really great experiences. I think I cured a lot of things. I got a cold, and then I cured it, and then I got sick again, and then I cured some more stuff, and I'm having fun with it. I really am.
Did you finally get the cold to disappear?
Yep, I did. It took a few times because I got on the website and I went to the hub and I looked at all these, this way to cure things and the different bodies,
Buffy, you mean you got a Buffy, you mean you got a password? after you left here, you got a password, Buffy, for the website? Good for
Well,
you. Great.
Yeah,
That's
I did.
terrific.
I signed up.
That's terrific. No, that's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear it.
Yeah.
I was just going to do a lesson on the website with you, as a matter of fact.
Okay. I
know-
love that.
But I want to hear more about the cold. So you went on the hub and you found all these ways of curing things, and what happened then?
Well, I didn't realize all the different bodies that we have, and I just kind of really got into it, and I was asking myself if I could cure things in different bodies, and it worked. I feel like I cured some things from my past and some dysfunctions that I had that were blocking me, and really that's where the cold came from. It had something to do with betrayal in my past. And
I got something, Buffy, that I want to do with you. I don't even have to look at the hub to do this with you this is a lesson that's on the hub. And if I didn't remember it, you would have had to find it on the hub. But this is a really important lesson, so I want to do this with you. It's just going to take a minute.
okay.
I want you to test right now and see if you get a signal, Buffy. Do I, meaning you, have cancer in any of your bodies?
No.
Okay, now test, do I have tuberculosis in any of my bodies?
No.
Now test, do I have fibromyalgia in any of my bodies?
I'm getting a yes signal.
All right, I'm now removing all fibromyalgia from all my bodies.
I'm now removing all fibromyalgia from all my bodies. Okay.
So you got a signal. Now we're going to test, just make sure, I'm going to spot test a few bodies. Do I have fibromyalgia, ask, in my gravitational body?
Do I have fibromyalgia in my gravitational body? No.
Spiral body?
My spiral body? Yes.
Okay. Can you access your spiral body, or can you actually, it's usually hanging around, sort of near your physical body, not usually in it necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Can you, look around the space, outside of your physical body, or partially in it, and see if you can access anything, and just see if you get a signal, you'd ask, is that my spiral body? See if you can locate it.
I feel like yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, whatever it was that you located, now say, now do this. I'm removing fibromyalgia from my spiral body.
I'm removing fibromyalgia from my spiral body. Okay.
Here's your latte too. What? You feel any different?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Feels I feel a sense of relaxation, like my muscles are released, like a relief. Great latte, thank you.
So you're
No,
feeling
that's
you're
good.
feeling a muscular release.
Yeah. Like it's kind of like a overall, like I just did some yoga or something.
Tell me, did you know that you had fibromyalgia?
No.
And probably no doctor would ever have been able to diagnose it. But if you're feeling a muscular release, you had fibromyalgia. It had actually gone into your physical body.
I've been having some pain lately.
Uh-huh. Well, that's why we test for these diseases that we don't know if we have, but you know, that's because we find them.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them are just subclinical. You don't even know you have them.
Right.
For years until they heat up and they get worse, and then the doctor finds them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cut. What was it like to be her?
It was fun.
Anything else? Well, that's good. I'm so happy to hear you say that. That was great. I really enjoyed being you too, Anna.
Thanks.
You
I
know,
like being me too.
you were feeling like you were accomplishing something. You know, with her.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It was a good feeling.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun experience. It was good, and it was kind of healing.
Anything else that was like being her?
It was educational. I learned something. I
What?
learned about the spiral body, and I felt that, and how they can, the physical is connected, and it felt like there's this connection, and I'm able to sense these things and cure them. It's a huge breakthrough. It's just another God connection.
Yeah, it sure as hell is. That's really great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was you, like you were feeling very competent. Like you were confident and competent, and you knew what you were doing, and you knew you were helping Buffy, and you knew that Buffy was going to bring people to the cafe at some point as a result of this. You know that you were actually generating sales.
Yeah.
You know, you felt like you were being paid for your time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have an idea. When I came up with this, remember when I was telling you that you need to channel Buffy, and I was saying like, you know, I need you to do that and so on. Well, I realized that it might do you some good to channel Henry. So why don't you be Henry, and I'll be you, and do the thing. You're Henry, and you bring up the thing about me repaying the loan. Okay, I'm Anna, and you're Henry, and you just sort of like try to channel where he would be right now. You don't have to try to play him as he was then. Try to actually become Henry as he exists.
Okay. So, Anna, I'm just wondering about, you know, the house, and when you think you'll be able to sell it so I can get, you know, my investment back and money that I lent you.
What the fuck do you care about the money you lent me? You make $15,000 a month.
Well, it's not really the point. I mean...
It is the goddamn the point. You're acting like an asshole. Fuck you! I'll sell the house when I goddamn feel like it.
Well...
And if you don't like it, you can get right out of this fucking car and walk to the airport. How about that for an idea? Because I don't need you. Just remember that. I do not need you in my life.
Well, fine, then. I'll just... Fine.
I'm pulling over. I'm sure there'll be a cab along shortly.
Well, no, just calm down.
Get the fuck out of the car, you jerk. I don't want to have anything to do with you. That was a very stupid thing to ask me. I don't need pressure from you in my life. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get out. Cut. That's the, you know, That's what my idea of a functional response to that.
Okay, let's switch. You be Henry and I'll be me.
You can't be you.
Why?
You should never channel yourself.
Okay.
So when you play a role, you need to be somebody other than you. Like I could be Henry and you could be Henry's buddy at the hospital if you want.
I'll be a different version of you.
No, wait.
No.
I could be Buffy. Buffy is like everything I'm not. She's my inner blonde.
So you mean you want me to be Henry and you be Buffy?
Sure.
Well, you know, I have to tell you that I don't know if I'm capable of channeling Henry asking you about that loan.
No.
Right.
Because,
I'll be Anna asking.
you know what, the truth is, this is like, we don't have to do any more on this. You get the idea, we can move on. We have lots of other things to do and work with. But you get the idea, and you know, lovers have fights, and that could just have been what that was. But I will tell you that this Henry guy, if you are going to be with him, he needs a lot of training.
I know.
You can already see it because he can't yell at waitresses and he can't threaten to sue people and all this stuff that he does. He needs to stop doing that. Because you really don't want to be with anybody like that, okay?
I mean, he's almost 60 years old. I don't know if he can... I don't know.
Yeah, really. I mean, well, you know, Greg is changing, and Greg is almost 60, and he's changing.
I'm 64.
Yeah, he's 64, like in the song, you know. And he's changing, so Henry could probably change.
Are you changing, Greg?
Absolutely. And you know, I saw Henry just like that when you said all that stuff.
So let's talk about abundance for a minute, okay?
Okay.
Test this question. Have I, meaning you, been curing things in the way of having abundance?
Say the question again.
Have I been curing things that stand in the way of having abundance?
Yes.
Now, test, have some of my dreams and fantasies interfered with me having abundance?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Barb.
Hey, can't believe Greg's 64. No way.
Yeah.
Wow. Hi, Rob.
Hi, Bobby.
Yes, Adamant lost his jacket.
Huh.
Just kidding.
Okay. So now we're talking about abundance, Barb. So if you want to join us, please feel free.
Are those cookies ready yet?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I want a cookie.
Greg would love it.
Bring me a cookie.
Greg loves cookies.
Okay. Tess, do I have abundance already in my life?
Yes.
Okay. So have I now upgraded my interest beyond abundance to some higher level of interest?
Yes.
I sort of noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a skill on the hub called What's My Life About? Okay? Let me just, for you, I'm gonna actually, you know, we're gonna test something for you. How about that, Anna?
Okay.
Because you're always testing for other people, but now we'll test for you. And this is What's My Life About? So see if you get a signal on this. Let me see. I'm going to just say some things. This one.
No.
This one.
No.
This one.
No.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what this is? It's a. You know what? Do you know what Maya is?
No.
Maya is the illusion, and you're in the middle of making a choice between God and Maya. So that's, you can go into What's My Life About and do this lesson. It's it's called The Choice Between God and the parenthetical is between God and Maya. It's basically a very simple, uncomplicated choice, and yet we make it very complicated and not very simple at all. So you know, obviously have tons of work to do on it. So now, abundance, okay? What you were testing a few minutes ago about how your fantasies get in the way of abundance. You know, when we did courses, we used to spend hours meeting during the course, like rehearsing what to do with people who were in the course and with each other. We actually used to play roles about, it would be like me and Ross playing a role about you with you sitting there. That we used to do that in our, we had huge circles, like we'd have 75, you remember how it was.
Yeah.
There were like 75 assistants and 30 students, so,
Right.
and that's why of 30 students, we would get 28 of them registering for the intensive. Because we continued to study them and understand what they needed to feel or know or do or discover so that they would decide to continue on. You get the idea? Like, do you think that Buffy would be likely to continue after the thing you did with her in this role play a few minutes ago?
Yeah.
And that's what, like, we used to do that. Like, this is what we do. Like, we're experts at this. The problem is that most of the things that we do, you cannot do with the kind of with the website. If you notice, like, most of what you get comes from talking to me. And even you going on, like, if you had never talked to me, you probably never would have gone on the website, even though you signed up for it.
Right.
That's just the way it is. That's, everybody's like that. It's not just you, you know? So, now I'll tell you what I want you to do. There's an outline of what we were just doing, and you can access it. I actually tagged you in it.
Okay.
And I want you to go to that outline on your smartphone. Can you do that? You got your...
Right now?
Yeah, you're on the computer, and I want everybody to go to that outline on your smartphone.
On a smartphone, huh?
How do I get to it?
Okay, what you would do is you go to Facebook.
Oh shit, I can't get on Facebook.
And when you're on Facebook, on the lower right, there's a like a little icon that's like a, you know, it's like 3 horizontal lines. You see it?
Not yet. I'm not there yet.
Okay.
My phone is, it's not letting me get on to Facebook for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, I can do it from my other computer though. Can you tell me my computer for a moment?
Well, that'd be
It'll
good.
faster. Yeah.
I don't know. Greg, do you know how to get... I'm not sure I know how to get on the notes from... You have to go to your notes.
Before, I think you might have to go to... How do you do it? To friend... I'm not sure if I could get on your notes with friends before. I'm doing it right now. Since we have...
Yeah, friends notes.
I have to scroll to the right in order to get on the notes part.
Let's see, I'm on fires. It's just... Oh, is it?
It's on the link next to friend, like, there's pictures, blah, 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 and then you have to scroll to the right to get the...
Well, she's going on the computer.
Oh, yeah, okay, right.
Go to my...
There it is.
Go to
Okay.
my Facebook page.
Yes, that's it. It's on Byers' page.
And go to my Facebook page, go to notes. You see on my Facebook page at the top it says more, and there's a drop down box under more, and then one of them is notes at the bottom, so you go to notes.
So I go to your Facebook page, Byard?
Yeah, go to mine.
Yes.
Okay.
Ross, are you on the outline there? Ross, are you on the outline? Ross, can you hear me? Ross? Greg, call Ross.
Are you on the outline?
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Are you able to?
Excuse me.
Okay, just checking.
Okay, what am I supposed to do after I'm on your page, Byard?
Go to more. It's a drop down
Okay.
box.
Right?
Notes.
Notes, okay. Got it.
And near the...
Outline
Yeah, outline.
The
for for SMAC.
Uh-huh.
standard methodology.
Right, okay.
Now
got
I
it.
want you to skim. I want you to skim this outline.
Okay.
I want you to read through it right now and tell me when you start.
Starting now.
All right, I'm timing you.
This is not a test.
Read all the way through it to the bottom and tell me stop when you've read it, and I'll know how long it takes to read it then.
Okay.
Read the part you're reading out loud right now, just a sentence so I'll know where you are.
Do these things with another care team member present.
Okay.
And the 2 teams.
All right, now you can read silently now. Okay.
Oh, you're ahead of me.
Yeah, you're getting there. That's good.
I've read it before. I don't see it so well.
Read another one out loud so I'll know where you are.
Number 4, is this real?
Okay, good. That's where we got to with Buffy, basically, the last time.
Uh-huh.
Okay, read something out loud now.
We want it to be common knowledge that people
Okay.
share things.
All right, good. Okay, read one out loud now.
Tupper joined the iCollege.
Okay, you can stop reading. You should read the rest of this later, but so far it has taken you, I'll just tell you right here, about 5 minutes. That was about 5 minutes to read through it. The reason I stopped you is because I made a major discovery, I think. I think this was like really important, and I want to play another role with you. And we only have 10 minutes left in the meeting, so I decided that I would better use the time like this. Now, I want you to be Buffy again, okay?
Okay.
And we're in this pretty much, like we're just in another part of that same conversation from a little earlier. Buffy, I just want to give you a sense of like what this little cult of people that you've joined is trying to do. Like, you are now noticing that you're able to cure things like the flu and stuff, right? And you know, other people don't do that. They have flu shots. That's why people get flu shots.
Right.
And 20 years from now, they may discover that flu shots cause Alzheimer's, cancer, and heart attacks. Like, nobody knows what the long-term effects of these things are, really,
Right.
on people. So I would suggest, number one, that you don't get flu shots. Or
Okay.
any other kind of thing like that. But also, I want to go back to, we want everybody on Earth to know what you know. You know, like, what you know, remember how, like, people used to think the world was flat? Well, like, a few people knew the world was round. Like,
Right.
You're one of the people, right now, you're one of those people. You know the world is round. And what we're trying to do is communicate this to everybody. Now, have you told anybody about this since you were here last time?
Yeah.
And how did that go?
Well, it didn't go very well because I didn't feel prepared.
Well, it isn't that. What's going to happen is you're going to find that when you feel prepared, you just won't tell anybody. Because there is no way to tell anybody about this.
Right.
So here, you see this, I want to show you something. See on the counter we put these signs, okay? And the sign, this sign right next to your elbow says it all. It says, don't tell your friends what happens here, just bring them.
That makes sense.
Cure Cafe, Old Town. And that's what you're going to need to do. They won't come unless you bring them.
Right.
Well, actually, they might. You know, if you tell your friend, like, something really important is going to happen for you, go to this cafe and have a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And see what happens. You know, go in there, like, look around, do what the things that seem like happen, you know, whatever. But it would be easier if you brought them. Let me put it that way. But telling them, forget about it. Trying to do it with them, forget about it. You know, you need other people there with you. And so that's what we've got here. Like, let the person at the counter show them how to do it, you know?
Okay.
And
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you can watch. And by the way, you can volunteer to be at the counter if you want to spend a few hours a week here.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, you could just come in and, you know, like, we'll give you a time. You know, you have to come the same time every week, though.
Mm-hmm.
But you're welcome to do that. We can talk about that later.
Okay.
Now, here's what I want to do with you now. I'm going to do, see, what I was thinking of, Buffy, is that, did you test for number 8? Oh, no, wait, okay, I want you to test a number between 1 and 8, because that's the skills on the hub, right?
Right.
So you're testing
Okay.
for a skill, so just test 1 through 8 and tell me what number you get.
About 5 more minutes. 6, I think.
Okay, Buff, let me go to 6 and see what we got here. 6, 3, 6, 4, 5. Okay, this is called remove the veil.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever noticed this when you were on the hub, Buff?
No.
All right, well, I'm just going to test down these things and you tell me where you get a signal, okay?
Okay.
This one.
No.
This one.
No.
This one.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay. This is not, this is packs. But these are not good packs. Some packs are very good. Packs are created by actions. The actions apply an agreed upon set of interactive supports among the pact holders. Usually they come from other lives, and you've obviously got some that you've got to get rid of. You've got to break them. Now, am I mistaken, or do you feel as though you have other things that you want to cure than just, you know, like physical diseases like the flu?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Well, this is one.
Okay.
This is one of the things, this is one of those things. You didn't know you had any packs until I just did this, right?
Right.
But most of the things that you want to cure, like you're feeling uncomfortable, but you don't know why or what they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you know.
Okay.
So this is what you're going to do. Cut. What was it like to be her?
It felt kind of exciting to discover this, and it's good. It was a good feeling.
All right, I want to go back into the role play right at that point where we just were, okay?
Okay.
Buffy, there's something else I want you to know. This is a very tenuous connection that you've made with us.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is a good idea for you to volunteer, for example, and come in here and spend hours every week here and so on. That's a good thing to do for you.
Okay.
Because it's very easy to lose the connection.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're not here, do you feel it going in and out?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right, cut. What was that like?
It made sense. It felt like I was getting, I got it.
Okay. Now, let me ask you something, Anna. Are you getting sort of anxious to get out of the meeting and get over and do some things?
I'm good.
Okay, you're good. Okay, so that means that probably means that you've cured some things. Because one of your dysfunctions that you were telling me about was that you feel like circumstances are controlling you. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
things are tugging on you. Come over here and handle this, you know. Now, which brings me back to Henry, okay? Because when you were in the car, see this thing that I was just doing with Buffy about the tenuous connection thing? Like when you were with in the car with him and he was doing that shit and screaming at the waitress and so on, did you lose your connection with us and your ability to cure this stuff?
Yeah.
Test and see if you get a signal on that.
Yeah.
So when you needed it most, you didn't have it.
Yeah.
And see, the thing about Franny that's so important is that Franny doesn't ever lose the connection. She had the connection before I did and stabilized me. You see?
Yeah, I get that.
So that's how I was able to do this.
Yeah.
Because Franny was she was my, did you ever watch Lost?
No.
Oh, well, never mind then, because there was this thing about the constant in Lost, and she was my constant.
Okay.
You know?
That makes sense. And I think I can relate that to the Henry thing. He was out of control, and
He was.
yeah, and so if I'm constant, that would benefit him too. I mean, it would.
Yeah, you would be,
whoever I-
that's right, you would be in control. You know, and the real Henry, like if you blew your stack the way I did, Henry might have just said, hey, okay, honey, calm down, I'm sorry I said that, you know? I mean, you never know what the guy's going to do, you know? So you do have to give people the benefit of the doubt. But also, see, what we're doing here is testing people with the intention of eliminating the wrong ones.
Yeah.
And I don't have, do you know that you've passed a lot of tests, right?
You personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had the option of like destroying yourself over and over and over again, but you always seem to come through. So you seem like an exceptional person now. You've really done a lot. Is that a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Kids and cookies. Oh, boy. I love it. All right, well, I am going to end the meeting in a minute, but there's something else I wanted to get into with you. I still want to ask you, are there things that you believe that will work or that are going to happen or that are working that aren't?
I can't hear you now.
That are the things that aren't working, that aren't happening, that you believe are happening or are working. That you believe, but it's not real. Are there fantasies that you're living in about your business, your life, whatever?
No, I don't think so.
Test.
I'm not getting that.
Test.
I think that I'm coming. No, I don't believe so.
So you're testing no on it.
What?
You're testing no on it.
Right.
Okay. Well, in that case, good place to end the meeting, and I'm going to assume we'll talk in the morning tomorrow.
Okay, that sounds great.
When I speak to you, I will speak to you from the perspective that you're not living in fantasies, but you're actually planning things based on real perceptions of reality, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, so we'll talk in the morning. See you later, Anna.
Okay,
And
thank you.
see you later, everybody. Bye, Barb.
Bye.
Bye.
Barbara, say goodbye.
Roselle?
too bad about Ross.